Welcome back to Quarter Dollar. Most state quarters in your pocket are worth exactly 25 cents, but a normal-looking date and design can sometimes hide a very specific variety that most people would never notice. Today we are examining 5 real state quarter targets under a macro lens. These are not random scratches with clever internet nicknames. Every major variety in this countdown has documented professional recognition or verified auction evidence. You will learn the exact date and mint mark to check, where the important marker appears, and how to avoid mistaking ordinary damage for something valuable. One certified quarter featured in this video sold for $7,200, but that price does not apply to every quarter with the same date. The coin must have the correct manufacturing anomaly, the right condition, and professional authentication. Grab your quarters, a 5 or 10 power magnifier, and a small digital scale if you have one. We are beginning with a variety whose valuable marker is hiding on the back of a horse. Number 5 is the 2007 P Wyoming quarter with the FS-801 double die reverse. Start by checking the front of the coin. You need the letter P mint mark showing that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Then turn the quarter over and find the silhouette of the cowboy riding the bucking horse. Ignore the funny pooping horse die chip listings you may have seen online. That is not the important variety we are hunting here. For the recognized FS-801 variety, concentrate on the saddle horn. The genuine double die produces visible separation in this area. It is one of 2 Wyoming double die reverses recognized by PCGS, and FS-801 is considered the more dramatic one. You may be able to see it with low magnification once you know the location. Under stronger zoom, the extra detail should follow the known shape and position of the genuine variety. Random scratches, dents, or small blobs beneath the horse do not make the coin an FS-801. Also watch for machine doubling. Machine doubling usually appears flat, shelf-like, and scraped. A genuine double die was already present on the die, meaning every authentic coin struck from that die carries the same diagnostic pattern. More than 243 million 2007 P Wyoming quarters were produced, so the ordinary version is not rare. A worn example without the doubled die remains worth 25 cents. PCGS records an auction result of $104 for an FS-801 example, graded MS-64 and sold by Heritage Auctions in 2018. That is a real result, but it also proves why we should not automatically attach $1,000 claims to every Wyoming quarter. The next variety is harder to understand at first. Once you learn where to count the trees, however, the marker becomes much easier to locate. Number 4 is the 2005 P Minnesota Extra Tree doubled die reverse, known as FS-801 or DDR001. Once again, confirm the P mint mark before checking the reverse. The Minnesota design shows the outline of the state, a lake, a fishing scene, and several spruce trees. Many people simply look for anything resembling an extra tree. That approach creates false discoveries because more than 50 different double die patterns have been reported on Minnesota quarters. Not all of them are the major FS-801 variety. To locate the correct marker, look immediately to the right of the Minnesota state outline. Count 4 full spruce trees moving toward the center of the coin. Just to the right of that 4th tree, the genuine FS-801 shows 3 ghost-like spruce branches. Together, these raised branches create the appearance of part of an additional tree. The marker must appear in that exact location. A random line elsewhere in the forest does not qualify. A scratch will cut into the coin and may expose brighter metal. Genuine doubled detail is raised because it was transferred from the die during striking. The Philadelphia Mint produced almost 240 million regular Minnesota quarters in 2005. Nearly all are common. Even many coins advertised as extra tree errors are either ordinary quarters, minor double dies, machine doubling, or damage. PCGS lists a documented auction record of $150 for an FS-801 example, graded MS-66. Earlier PCGS market guidance also showed that values could change significantly between MS-65 and MS-67. This is why grade matters. A circulated example with wear, scratches, or weak detail should not be valued like a certified high-grade coin with strong luster and clean surfaces. If you're learning something useful instead of hearing another promise that every quarter is worth a fortune, subscribe to Quarter Dollar. The next coin proves why checking the method of manufacture can be just as important as checking the dates. Number 3 is the 2005 P Oregon FS-801 double die reverse with a satin finish. This one comes with an important restriction. The recognized FS-8 01 is not an ordinary circulation strike Oregon quarter. It is a satin finish special strike made for the 2005 United States Mint uncirculated coin sets. That means you are more likely to encounter one in an old mint set, a collection assembled from broken mint sets, or a coin that was removed from its original packaging. Do not assume that every shiny 2005p Oregon quarter is the special variety. A satin finish coin has a different surface texture from a regular circulation strike. It should not look like a deeply mirrored proof, and brightness alone is not enough for identification. The genuine FS-801 also carries a specific doubled die pattern on the reverse because the Oregon design contains mountains, trees, water, and fine texture. 100 power magnification can actually make identification more confusing. Normal design texture, contact marks, and digital sharpening can all create false doubling. Do not rely on vague claims about thick designer initials. The safest procedure. The recognized FS-801 is not an ordinary circulation strike Oregon quarter. It is a satin finish special strike made for the 2005 United States Mint uncirculated coin sets. That means you are more likely to encounter one in an old mint set, a collection assembled from broken mint sets, or a coin that was removed from its original packaging. Do not assume that every shiny 2005p Oregon quarter is the special variety. A satin finish coin has a different surface texture from a regular circulation strike. It should not look like a deeply mirrored proof, and brightness alone is not enough for identification. The genuine FS-801 also carries a specific doubled die pattern on the reverse because the Oregon design contains mountains, trees, water, and fine texture. 100 power magnification can actually make identification more confusing. Normal design texture, contact marks, and digital sharpening can all create false doubling. Do not rely on vague claims about thick designer initials. The safest procedure is to compare the complete reverse against high-resolution photographs of a PCG S-certified FS-801 specimen. The location, direction, and shape of the doubling must match the recognized die. PCGS records an auction result of $850 for an SP69 example sold in 2015. But a PCGS SP68 example sold through Heritage in 2018 for only $109. That large difference is the lesson. One exceptional auction result is not the automatic value of every example. Grade, population, timing, demand, and the individual buyer all affect the final price. Now we move to a state quarter variety that is far easier to recognize and much more realistic to search for in old change. Number 2 is the famous 2004 D Wisconsin Extra Leaf Quarter. Make sure your coin carries the D Mint mark for Denver. The recognized extra leaf varieties are not ordinary 2004p Wisconsin quarters. On the reverse, find the ear of corn beside the cheese wheel and cow. A normal Wisconsin quarter has the original corn leaf created as part of the design. The valuable varieties show an additional raised feature on the lower left side of the corn husk. There are 2 recognized versions. The extra leaf high, identified as FS-5901, rises at a sharper and more upright angle. The extra leaf low, identified as FS-5902, extends lower and appears more nearly horizontal. Compare your coin against a normal Wisconsin quarter before making any decision. On a genuine example, the extra feature is raised and occupies the known position. A cut, scratch, stain, or line pressed into the surface can involve the color, weight, composition, and entire planchet on which the coin was struck. Number 1 is the 1999 P Georgia quarter struck on an experimental planchet. In 1999, the United States Mint was testing golden-colored alloys during development work connected with the upcoming Sacagawea dollar. A very small number of 1999 state quarters were struck on experimental alloy planchets. Examples are known for all 5 state quarter designs released in 1999. They can have golden or greenish color, and different experimental compositions are known with or without a visible copper core. For the Georgia design, begin with the P mint mark, turn the coin over, and confirm the peach, state outline, oak branches, and the words wisdom, justice, moderation. Color alone proves nothing. Ordinary quarters can become yellow, brown, green, or gold colored because of toning, environmental exposure, chemicals, heat, or artificial plating. Some sellers deliberately plate common quarters and advertise them as rare mint errors. Weight provides a much stronger first test. A normal copper nickel-clad state quarter should weigh approximately 5.67 grams. The PCG SMS 67 Georgia experimental planchet example sold by Heritage weighed 105 grains, which is approximately 6.80 grams. That difference is large enough to detect on a digital scale accurate to at least 1/100th of a gram. Inspect the edge as well. Do not scrape it, file it, or use acid to test the metal. Those actions permanently damage the coin and still do not prove its composition. A suspicious example needs professional examination. Authentication may involve accurate weighing, diameter and thickness measurements, microscopic die comparison, and non-destructive metal analysis. In January 2020, the certified PCGSMS 67 Georgia experimental planchet quarter sold through Heritage Auctions for $7,200. That is the documented result behind this video's highest value. It was not an ordinary Georgia quarter with unusual toning. It was a certified experimental planchet piece in an exceptional grade. Check the saddle horn on the 2007 P Wyoming FS-801. Count the trees on the 2005 P Minnesota Extra Tree variety. Treat the 2005 P Oregon FS-801 as a satin finish mint set issue. Not an ordinary pocket change coin. Examine the corn husk on every 2004 D Wisconsin quarter and weigh any unusual golden-colored 1999 P Georgia quarter before assuming it is simply stained. Most coins you inspect will be common. That is normal. A serious collector is not someone who calls every mark an error. A serious collector learns how to reject false discoveries and recognize the one coin that matches every required diagnostic. Never clean a potentially valuable quarter, never assign it the price of a different grade, and never trust an online asking price without checking whether a comparable coin actually sold. Tell me in the comments which state quarter date and mint mark you already have. If you believe you found one of these varieties, describe the exact marker you can see. Next, watch my complete Wisconsin extra leaf guide. I will place the high leaf, low leaf, normal design, and common damage side by side so you can identify the difference before spending money on grading. Click that video on your screen now and continue the hunt with Quarter Dollar.